Hey there, chart friends. Lamont here from Chart Guys, checking in on the electric vehicle sector and a couple of wind tickers. I don't know if you call it a sector. Check in. Okay, dokie. So, we are obviously in this big daily EQ, but the more sideways that we get in this kind of rectangle here, the more I care about just here. Really, I care more so about this price action here as opposed to here because we're maintaining higher lows now, way above them. So. This is as long as we're ranging in this sideways pattern, I really only like top fishing and bottom fishing plays. And whenever we are bottom fishing, we just want to make sure that we have hourly RSI at our side, like over here. And if we're top fishing, we just want to make sure we have hourly RSI being overbought. So let's see, we had that bullish earnings reaction going into the end of the day yesterday. Bulls did change the hourly trend, and then bears were selling for most of the day and could not get a confirmed trend change. So the bulls do have a chance of saving it here. Ideally, they will hold this low of 425.22. Or as a secondary low, 424.51 is really the key low. If they can hold 424.51 and then break over the high of 446, then we'll see some more daily bounce to the upside. And if that were the case and the bulls were to get extended, hourly overbought into these resistances, then top fishing plays are on the table. For now, however, now that we've had this bounce, I really only care about levels lower. So now I would want to see hourly RSI be oversold, and I want to bottom fish these levels here. So I'd probably do something along the lines of that. Really the only short-term play that I would be interested in. And if the bulls were to make their way up towards the upper resistance, then I would be interested in a short. But for now, this is the only real trade that I like in the short term for Tesla. Pretty sure I shared this trade with you. Well, I mean, I didn't take it. Technically, my wife took it. Well, my wife's account benefited. I should say that. Let's see what I get in at there. 420. Not bad. Okay. Oh, got in on 1020 that day. Let's see, down here 420 must have been near the end of the day. Oh, I remember now. That was the failed RSI. Oh, yeah, I definitely did speak about that in an earlier video. So, what happened that day was the RSI fail swing. So it's when it's a very specific divergence play, bullish divergence play, where you're getting this RSI bullish divergence, and ideally it doesn't break the 30. Chart Guys Jason made a video about it. Well, he made an RSI video, and that was one of the things in it. Anyway, so bit of a risky play, honestly, but just a little bit of divergence, and I think I had more scales planned out lower, but obviously, didn't see any downside. Anyway, if you give me the opportunity to exit like that, give me 5% gains, I will take it every time. So no regrets there. No regrets there. And I still do have a piece, and I'm fine with holding on to it even down here. It should be sized that if I were, let's see, let me do it. Yeah, that'd be fine. If even if that were to get stopped out there, this trade would still be profitable. I only left like a 20-piece runner, 20%. Well, I should make sure. Either way, this is the trade that I'm interested in for Tesla, the upcoming trade I'm interested in, I should say. So for NEO, getting closer to my zone of interest here. And got a nice little first hourly oversold bounce for decent 2.5% bounce. And let's see. So we're not yet confident that a daily higher low has been set. You could say that this trend has changed with just this little pivot, a lower high and a lower low, but I don't know. It's not much of a pivot here. And as long as the bulls are able to change the trend somewhere above this range between 2060 and 2117, I think they'll be fine. So looking good. Healthy consolidation so far in a kind of flag-like pattern. Let's see what the hourly looks like. Maybe we can dig out some kind of channel. Channels were really helpful when NEO was in that previous space. So let's see if we can get some assistance from there now. Okay, so watching this channel for potential structure going forward, and if we could get hourly extended again, if we could get hourly oversold conditions again coming down into our range, just where these previous bottoms were put in, you can see the hourly Vegas waves are catching up, and this channel, I think that's a decent place for. Yeah, it's not a bad place to look for a potential play. So maybe something like this. Oops. Oh, they don't let you undo those things anymore. It's a bad edit, TradingView. It's a bad update. Okay, so something like this, and I would just be looking to take. Man, TradingView is killing me today. Okay, so I would just be looking to take profit, probably the median line first, and then look to hold the rest for the potential of a breakout of this flag formation. So the bears have not confirmed the downtrend yet. We just had this sideways, but then because we're coming from a downtrend, you could say that the downtrend is still intact. So ideally for bears tomorrow, they will see a break of this low here at 27.28, this candle low, and go down and test some more supports. Even if the bulls were to change the hourly trend here, I'd be very wary, because let's say we saw the trend change like this, right? It would be right into the channel resistance and all of this chop area here. So I don't love playing within the channel. Like, if I only want to play the upper range of the channel, that's pretty much it. So I would prefer for a near term trade, actually the short side, top fishing these levels here. Ideally, if we could get yeah, like that's not bad at all. Something like that, right? Ideally, we could get hourly RSI extension, or 5-minute extension, I mean, because we'd be looking for an hourly higher low. So if the 5-minute were to get overbought near there, yeah, I like that play. If we were to be, if we could get 5-minute extension up here, that'd be great. That'd be a good play, I think. So let's see. Let me redraw that. Something like that. Obviously, if the flag confirms, though, that'd be a bad look for you, or for this trade. But that's why we keep our risk control. This is good RR on this trade. I like this a lot. Multiple tops got put in here. There's a bottom there, right? This little pivot here. I like this trade a lot. Again, realizing that the potential for this flag to confirm is there, so you must control your risk. And trading is really about capital preservation. Can't make money with your money if you don't have it. All right, so I think that was quite enough time on NEO. All right, NKLA. Oh, wow, look at that. NKLA having a pretty good day today. Stayed strong throughout the day despite the market. Yeah, SPY broke a support today, whereas NKLA just had a nice inside bar day. Anyway, so daily bounce is seeing a bit more follow through. So the most likely situation here is probably just continued tightening range. So the odds of a daily lower high against this level, I don't know where it's gone, against 2730 is very likely. So bears will be scouting that daily lower high. However, the bulls on the hourly time frame are not quite done, although they did not change the trend going into the end of the day. So you kind of have an hourly EQ setting up as well. So you can see here that you have this hourly EQ, and now you have an hourly EQ above it. Or we have an hourly EQ above it. So it's a little choppy range business. Oh man, sloppy. This is terrible. This is a mess. All right, let's take off our extended hours. Oh, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. I would just consider this one move. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner. Something like that. Okay, so we have this EQ down here, and now we have an EQ up here. Not a bad look for bulls today. Ideally, what they'll see tomorrow is a hold of this low here at 2170 and a break over 2335 to see more daily bounce follow through, and have bears scouting that daily lower high under 2730. It hourly would already be starting to get overbought right there, huh? I cannot help but notice that it would start getting extended right into this entire level of chop here. So let's see. Just want to get the lowest close in this chop range, and then maybe a major high, like so, and establish a zone of interest, something like that. Maybe let's see the hourly time frame. Yeah, I don't hate something like that. If they were to head straight up there and get our RSI overbought, hourly RSI overbought into all of this previous price action that the bears just broke out of, that's not a bad short play, in my opinion. Something like that. And then let's just want to make sure it looks decent on the daily time frame. Let's take a look. I think that's a pretty reasonable area. We have this little pivot here. Not a bad place. Okay, so I guess my point is my preferred near-term trade would be a potential daily lower high, just scouting that daily lower high under 2730, and I think that's a reasonable first attempt here. But again, this is all dependent on our hourly RSI conditions. Ideally, they will be overbought. How much range is that? That's not bad. If that's too much range for you, then I would just wait to see how price responds to this area of previous price congestion, and then see if you can grab a lower high play off of an hourly move large enough to anticipate one like this one, like 3+ candles of downside. All right, WKHS. Oh man, I gotta hurry up. All right, WKHS is maintaining over this previous top here. Okay, so I'm telling you, I really love using these previous highs. I know there was one here as well, and then I would use like one of the major lows. Like this is the last higher low that it printed before it rushed up. So I would say that's a pretty important close in regards to the lit pivots for the the troughs. So as long as we can stay above this line, I think the bulls are looking decent, okay, on the daily time frame. Let's check it out. Okay, so not a bad hourly bounce. The bulls have changed the hourly trend, so we can say that daily low is set. So the ideal situation now is for the hourly chart to print another higher low over 1922 and break this high of 2117 to confirm that, to see more follow through on this hourly trend change and see some daily bounce follow through. So we kind of have a bit of an inverse head and shoulders setup here as well. Not idealized, but definitely the psychology is there. And really all it is a trend change, right? It's a trend change to lower highs and lower lows to higher lows and higher highs. So for WKHS, we're just looking for that potential 5-minute trend change to be confident that that hourly higher low can be set, and that has not occurred yet. So first thing tomorrow, if the bulls can make a nice 5-minute move up, bulls can be scouting for a 5-minute higher low play to potentially change the 5-minute trend, set that hourly higher low, and then maybe see some more bounce follow through. NEE. I think I'm just gonna cover NEE. I got an appointment, gotta rush out. All right, so a nice little bounce off of this zone here, of this previous price action. We're in this flag formation. I believe yesterday we spoke about, I forget. Whatever the case may be, the bulls have changed the hourly trend, though it's a bit low volume there. So we're rather confident that that daily low has been set there. So Nice double bottom, and really the next trade that one would be looking out for is just another hourly. A bull would be looking for another hourly higher low. Anything over 297, 297.40 will be one. And if we were a bear, I would just be top fishing this range over here. So there's a lot of space though for bulls to set another higher low here. But as long as we're range bound, I prefer to play the range. And they're just trying to, bulls are just trying to confirm this flag, this weekly bull flag potential. I guess you could even consider it a daily bull flag. Yeah, and this is a good bull flag in the sense that it just came out of a base. That's the best kind of flag. So if this flag were to confirm too, you would be looking for a measured move. It would just be at 336. So if this flag were to confirm from here, that would be quite a ways. Not bad at all. All right, so bulls can be bottom fishing the range. Bears are top fishing the range, being mindful that this is a potential flag on the daily time frame. All right, that just about covers it. I gotta get out of here. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you all soon.